Alright, with everything back on, and when the sail was deployed, by using this mechanism and pulling down a ness, you can activate the thrusters and make it look like the bounty is flying. When you do this, it opens up these little turbines in the front. You can see that, how that goes. Very, very cool. Amazing function. Now for the minifigures. First up, we have Cole in his legacy outfit, wielding the Scythe Quakes. Very awesome minifigure. I like the gold arm plates for him, little shoulder pad, and he has a little silver sword. The detailing this is very nice. He has the LEGO movie faces, grumpy and happy. To take off his armor and his head, mask and stuff, so you can get a better look at that dragon printing that just goes around his entire body. Next up, we have Kai with the Sword of Fire. Very nice. I like the theme of the Elden Ninja having the golden dragon. It reminds me a lot of their GX outfits. He has a gun sword. LEGO Ninjago movie faces. Angry. Pretty happy. Rest of that dragon going around his symbol right there. Next up, Zane and his shurikens of ice. He looks really nice with the white, grays, and blacks all together, and then that little teal undershirt. Really beautiful. The shininess of all these dragons is really nice. He has the LEGO Ninjago movie faces with this angry one and this creepy smile, which doesn't suit him in the show. Got the tail of the dragon here, and then you got his symbol. And then lastly, of the 4 original Elemental Ninja, we have Jay and his Nunchucks and Lightning. Very nice with the blues mixing together, blues and blacks. His dragon going all around him. LEGO Ninjago movie faces. And then his symbol with the body of his dragon around there. Next up, we have the Master of Creation and their Ninja's Master, Master Wu. He was called Sensei Wu back then, though. He has this golden kimono. Very nice. He comes with this beige straw hat. I believe this face is also from the LEGO Ninjago movie. This happy expression right here. Then a closer look at that kimono. Very nice. Here we have a Mysterious Warrior Samurai X. They look really nicely detailed. Wait a second, you take off this nicely made helmet. It's actually Nia in disguise, which looks very nice. Has LEGO Ninjago movie expressions. I like the armor piece. And then last, but definitely not least, we have a young Lloyd Garmadon. Looks very nice. He wields his little dagger. He has a 5 in green on his front and on the back. He has this knockoff Garmadon torso. And then he has this scared expression and then a little smirk. I think this is an amazing set. All the minifigures belong here. There's no side bills that would detract from the main ship. It's beautifully made. Looks just like how I did in the show. Amazing functions. Lots of room for minifigures. This is the first set I got to come with these newly built versions of Jay's Nunchucks, a Lightning and Cold Scythe, which is a step up from the original looking versions. I think this is an amazing set. You should definitely get it before it's discontinued. This is definitely my favorite LEGO Ninjago set so far. Ninjago fans already know what this is with no introduction. This is the Destiny's Bounty, one of the most iconic locations, vehicles, and bases for the ninja in the show. And it's executed perfectly here. Very beautiful. There has been at least 2 different bouncies for the main Ninjago TV show. The first one, 2012, which was pretty small, but still worked properly, and it was pretty nice. And then the one from 2015, I believe, from the Possession line, which was meant to represent a different mark of the bouncy. Then there was also the bouncy released for the LEGO Ninjago movie, which was really nice and cool looking, but didn't really represent the original one. This one here does, and it looks really nice. Starting off with the hull, or at least the front of the ship of it, we have an amazing dragon's head right here. Looks very beautiful the way they made it. Get these dragon handled blade pieces right here to represent this railing, and if you turn this right here, you can have the anchors go down or up. They can get a little stuck on some pieces sometimes, but it does work most frequently. Pulling down this, you can have the sail out for flying mode, or just to have more room while placing figures, which there is a nice enough room to place a couple, you know. Very nice. The sides have a lot of detail. Very, really nice. Here's a better look at the flags and the mast of the ship. Moving along, here is the middle of it. It has this cannon. I don't believe I ever saw a cannon on the bouncy, but it's still pretty nice. It has one flick fire cannonball here. You push down and you can shoot it off. And that stud is never to be seen again. You can take this piece off like this, so that way you can have access to the interior. Here's a close-up of this. You can put minifigures around it, you know, have them firing it around. Let's have a look. I don't want to remove the mask. There's better ways of looking without it in the way. And here's a look into the interior. There's enough room to put some minifigures in there. Has a spare training dummy and a little crate. Here's a closer look at this training dummy. Simple but effective. And then here's a crate. You can put whatever you want in it. But the instructions say for you to put like a moldy piece of cheese, I guess, and a spare stud for that cannon. Next up, we have the little building. I don't know what it's called in the ship. A cabin, maybe, of it. It looks really nice, just like in the show with this dome piece. Little red here. You got hot dogs as part of the ornaments. Flags in the back. Beautiful railing goes all throughout. You can take the roof off of this. And if you open it up, oops. Unfortunately, that can't happen. But yeah, you open it up and pull this out. It's a little weapon rack of sorts. Holds extra swords, stickers to make it look nice and wood-like. If you open these little panels up, you got spare shurikens. I think that's really cool, having spare weapons in there like that. Next up, you can take off this part and unfold it like so, which has more weapons and is like a little inner dojo. Shuriken, one of those special katanas Lloyd usually uses, 2 normal katanas. You can put whatever you want, but this is just stuff it says in the instructions. Has little scrolls, I guess, saying something. These nice little lights on the outside. Wall's looking nice. Very cool. Here we have the interior. You can put even more extra swords in here. I have an orange sword in there. Got this control panel right there to control the ship. There's also a map right there, allowing Ninja to see everywhere. Sorry, Will. And then there's also a lever, which in universe activates a specific function. Forgot to mention how there's a nice little detail right here for these stairs, you know, to show how the person would get in there realistically, which I think is very nice. Now let me go and fix this all up to show one of the greatest functions of this vehicle.